All right, here we are at the first Cars and Coffee at the Roseville Restaurant in Portage Lakes. Right here you see Paul Sulaw's brownie replica. Lots of cars arriving. Looks like it's going to be a great event. Hopefully they'll do it annually. Come down. There's the man himself, Paul Sulaw. We'll get a little interview with Paul. Okay, this is Paul Sulaw, a buddy of mine. He was the organizer and promoter of this Cars and Coffee, first annual at the Roseville Restaurant. You can see the sign in the background. So Paul, what kind of inspired you to start doing this here?
Being a car show guy all my life, getting older, I got tired of sitting in lawn chairs all afternoon. So this Cars and Coffee movement came about, started on the West Coast. It's taken off more here now. It's kind of a car community thing where people of all types of cars and genre, if you're proud of it, drive it here.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's in the morning. So out of the way, you got your afternoon to yourself. Come and go as you please. People are coming at 8:30, staying an hour, leaving. People are coming at 10:30, picking up the cars and going. So Portage Lakes is my home, and I'm friends with Mark and Tammy, who own the Roseville.
Right.
Mark said, "Can we have a car show?" And I said, "You don't want a car show." He goes, "No registrations, no trophies, no judging, just making it a community car affair." So
yes.
He agreed, opened the place up early on Saturday morning here, and has breakfast and the coffee outside, and I invited the cars. And I tried to make it more than just a regular cruise-in with muscle cars, hot rods, and invited the Ferrari club and the Porsche club. And as you can see here, we got a dozen Ferraris, and we got blown street rods.
Yeah, it's up here. So
this year is I'm happy. The weather turned out good, and I think we'll make it an annual affair and involve more people and move it right on up the road to the other parking lot.
Great. Well, thanks, Paul. I got a car here too. Paul always promotes a good car show. He's been promoting stuff back when he worked at Goodyear. But yeah, thanks, Paul, for doing this. It's really a great turnout. Thanks a lot. Here we are at Roseville. They have breakfast sandwiches. They have t-shirts. They got donuts and coffee. So yeah, what a great turnout for the first car show. But we'll make our rounds and look at some of the cars. There you see Tammy and Tara, Justin, working it out with the breakfast sandwiches, representing Roseville. I bet this is a pretty wild ride. The Hemi blower. Lenco transmission. Pretty wild ride. This is a really cool rig. Reminds me of the old beach movies my mom used to take us to. If you look at this dragster, they used to show up in these kinds of trailers. There's a front engine dragster. Really cool. They used to sit right over the rear differential. Crazy dangerous.
That's what makes it nice now.
So obviously the Ferrari club showed up at Cars and Coffee at Roseville. Oops, T-Bird got stuck in with the Ferraris.
Those are, I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Here's an old Studebaker pickup. This is a friend of mine's, Sid Vance. He's got some really neat older vehicles, but this is a really cool old truck. Newer style Mustang. There's my wife's 77 Corvette. Got a 21,000 original miles on it. You see some newer stuff, an older BMW, another C3 Corvette. Got an old Fox body Mustang. I think that's what they refer to it as. There's a little Chevy Deuce. Corvette. Old hot rods. There's a four-door Ford Crestline. You don't see those very often. There's a newer style Porsche. Got a newer Corvette. There's my buddy Mark Bogren's Corvette. Looking good. Newer Camaro GL1. This is a friend of mine's 55 Chevy. He's actually owned this longer than I've owned my 56 Chevy. I think he's owned this 55 years or something like that. It's a nice car. Really beautiful stock 55 Chevy. Old Ford. All right, this is an old friend of mine, John. The reason I'm filming this, John's had this 55 for 40 years. And the funny story about John and I used to deliver eggs to John when he managed a restaurant in Akron. And then years later, we ran into each other and realized we knew each other. And so, but that goes way back. But John, so you bought this car 40 years ago, right?
40 years ago.
Yeah, can I ask you?
California car.
It's a California car, okay.
Never hit, never rusted.
Wow. And you had it repainted, of course.
Took the body off the frame.
Yep.
Went through the whole, everything.
Okay, okay.
Took 3 years to restore it.
3 years, okay. So body off restoration, original style interior, it looks like.
That's exactly the way it was back in the
Yep.
day.
Yep.
There's a picture of it
Okay, let's
out of a magazine back in
zoom in now. You
55.
can see the interior is exactly what he's got. That is cool.
Some people look at it and say, well, what kind of interior is that? I said, well, it's
Stock.
correct.
Yeah. That's nice. 265 motor, did you
Not
update it?
anymore.
Yeah.
It's a 355.
355, which a lot of guys do because it's a good motor to get and it's more horsepower. 265s were not very strong.
No.
Back in the day they were considered a very strong motor, but in
First
today's,
year of the V8 for Chevy.
yeah, so,
55.
but in today's world, a 350 puts out a heck of a lot more horsepower. But as you can see here, he's got the engine compartment completely clean. He does have the battery in original location and an original battery. He got the vacuum assist brakes to kind of update it. Did you do anything to brakes, disc brakes or anything upgrade or no? Just
Disc brakes.
it's got disc brakes now, which you almost have to do these because if you went with the old manual brakes and drums, these things
Didn't stop real
kind of like a tractor and trailer, they don't stop very good. So, well, thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being part of our YouTube channel, Blaze's Geezer Garage, and
Thank you.
we'll go from there. Talk to you later. Here you see Porsches, some Porsches.
I know. That's sad. I would say that.
Not a lot of space.
Ferrari. Cobra. Square body. Nice square body. BMW. see these very much anymore. Carnegie. I think this is a clone Z28. I don't think it's a true Z28, but it might be. I don't know. So yeah, some nice stuff here. Really nice stuff. Chevelle 396. Javelin 57 hardtop. Cadillac C1 Corvette, very nice. Volkswagen bus, don't see those very often. A couple dune buggies. C7 Corvette, C8, another dune buggy. But as you can see, there's just dozens and dozens of cars here. Hundreds of cars, I should say. Hundreds of cars. Portage Lakes right there. There's the clock tower. You can kind of see where we're at.